Testing, testing. I haven't bloody streamed in such a long time that I don't know about the audio levels, but if we get any viewers, they can tell me if it's screwed up. Seems to work. Great. Okay, the stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. What the hell? But first of all, Gokigenyou minasama, toshi no kyoko desu. I'm not dead, I'm still alive. Long time no see. Sashiburi desu. Magikarp has a new name. Yippee. Well, I don't know what is that bloody warning, but who cares? It says that the stream bitrate is too low, but I don't know. It seems to be working. He remembered his YouTube account, yes. Let's see if we can get anybody else. Hopefully it would be fun. If there's like bloody 445. It's kind of funny, just like as a side note. I haven't been like doing any YouTube, or I haven't really been playing. I have been playing Tekken occasionally. But it's funny when I have been, you know, when I did I'll make the Phoenix out of you, the Xiaoyu stance video, and I'm still planning, maybe in the far future, if I get the motivation, I have still plans to make like a very deep dive into Xiaoyu's stances and do like a stance theory crafting video, and then what is it called? And then like in theory crafting and then in practice. But because I'm like completely out of shape in Tekken. Like I haven't been playing only occasionally. So I kind of also waited because I knew that season 2 is gonna come at some point during the spring this year. So that was also partially why I thought that I'm not gonna make any videos, because they would be like old news pretty fast, because it's gonna be a big update. So then if they give some new movement tech or something, I want to include that in my guide. So maybe in the future, if I have the motivation and time. I was so busy when I was graduating with school, and then I just played other games too, but I mostly just played other single player games and my backlog. And then I had some complications, like my controller broke for a while. That also took away some of my motivation to play. And the school thing. Now I'm graduated, yippee. I'm now quote unquote more wise. But yeah, I decided to come to do kind of like a, what do you call it? Like a, how you say, semi-extempore stream, just for fun, because I haven't watched through the patch notes. I decided that I have watched the Tekken talk. That one I saw already earlier. But I haven't I like didn't want to spoil myself. I didn't look through the patch notes yet. But I have seen some like responses, and the community has been very unhappy even before the patch notes drop. What I have seen like offhand. But Tekken community is they are their own worst enemy, I guess. Like I will never understand the hate that this game is getting. I have been enjoying it. I think that this is like the best Tekken that I have played. But that's just my opinion. I think that everybody has a hate boner for this game, maybe sometimes for not even a good reason. Everybody bandwagons and hates Tekken 8. I don't get it. But I'm personally happy, and I'm gonna play now on season 2 if I have interest. I'm just trying to get this bloody window to work. Have you played anything? Have you played Wasp? No, bloody Wasps. Magikarp. I still remember all the regular watchers. They pop now into my mind. There was Panda and Trihan and who else? Chad. I don't know. Chad seems to have went to just play Virtua Fighter. I don't think he gives a fuck about Tekken anymore. What about you, Magikarp? Have you played? Is Reina stronger or weaker? Did you get to like Tekken God? Weren't you like Tekken Emperor? Because I decided that I wanted to wait. I decided that I tried to get to Pushin. I was trying to get to like that was like my personal goal, because I play more player matches than ranked, but that's like the coolest looking rank. So I still want to get to Pushin, just because the emblem is so like that's like my first goal. But then I kind of like stopped playing or trying to. I didn't grind for it because the season was already like so like at near the end. So I didn't return to play. But I've decided that it would be fun to get to like Pushin at least, because the emblem is so cool. Then that makes me already like so much better than many of the other players, that I can say that I'm better than average. So then I'm happy with that. Maybe Tekken King if I want to. Tekken Emperor then took a break. Oh, so you played to Tekken Emperor. Did you try to play to God? Or I guess that like that's already such a bloody high rank. The opponents must be very strong. And then there's gonna be more character variety, I guess. It's easy to get knowledge checked if they play like more rare characters. I would assume if you get higher rank. I can't get this bloody window. I'm trying to get this crop this window because something wrong with I haven't used OBS in such a long time that I don't remember the buttons, hotkeys. Lost my wave dash consistency. Oh. You haven't been playing, I guess. But you get that back pretty fast, I'm assuming. It's like riding a bike. When I kept like a very big break in Tekken and I didn't play like for, I think, when I was doing the final tests and reading, and I didn't open up Tekken like in 2-3 months or something. I kept a very long break, and then when I came back occasionally to play, it's funny when you are first like you drop everything, but then it's like riding a bike. The combos at least, it's fun. It just like comes naturally, basically. takes like 15 minutes. So at least that tells me that I have been doing something right when I have been practicing, when it comes like back to you so fast. So it is like riding a bike. So now, have you now played any ranked when you said that you tried Reina yesterday? Or was it just quick matches? Let's put some background music. Some Shin Megami Tensei tunes. Wait, we already heard this. Let's put something else. Let's put Manipura. Holding Alt. This is so bloody retarded now. Let me crop this shit. Oh, help me. No. Okay. Finally. We can have Tekken on the background. I need my... Where is... I have also disappeared. Oh, there I am. There's Tekken 8 on the background now. Yeah, I really like this change when they did this, like now it's already a long time ago, but when they bloody let you put your custom character to the menu. That was very fun. Is the background music isn't too loud? Can somebody say if it's not too loud? I want to figure out the new stuff for Reina, yeah. We have to play, like, let's take a long, we can take like a first to 10 or something, like, off stream. We are both so rusty that it's fair. Here are the general changes. Let's see. The zoom in. Why this is so small? Can't you zoom in more? This I sometimes hate this bloody system. Well, now. Well, now it everybody should see. Yeah. Let's see. I haven't read these at all. I only saw the only thing I saw was the pre. There was like the pre balance changes or something, but I don't think that I read like every like thing. There was like some kind of like a preemptive patch overall thing. That one I think I read. So let's now, I'm gonna open this up also for myself. So now this should work, yeah. So let's see what they say. Tekken 8 Season 2. It is what it is. The new chapter in this game's history. Time flies. In Season 1, offensive options utilizing the heat system had become somewhat formulaic, making it difficult for players to express their individual playstyles. Additionally, the advantages for the attacking player during heat state were often too great, leading to one-sided match development. Yeah, people haven't really been that happy about the... let's put the background music a little bit quieter. Yeah, they haven't been really that happy with the offensive thing. I like the offensive, and I really like the heat system because it's a very like a unique and new like breath of fresh air. But I guess I'm in the minority. Yeah, an issue we have acknowledged. With that in mind, Season 2 introduces a wide range of updates to the battle system and significant adjustments and new moves for each character, based on the following three guiding principles. Expanding strategic options with the heat system. Activating heat provides a major advantage, creating opportunities to pressure opponents with mid-low mix-ups. However, characters lacking strong standing low attacks have been unable to fully capitalize on this advantage. I think they also mentioned this in the Tekken talk, that some characters that, because you can't crouch and heat dash, so then characters that have subpar lows get less out of it. I guess you could also count Xiaoyu to that. Like I Xiaoyu has a pretty lackluster low poking game, to be honest. So I guess you could also count her. So it should help her that you can do like the heat dash and go to crouch and then do a while standing move. Additionally, yeah, it says there that this we have made possible, yeah, crouching state. Additionally, certain characters can now perform heat smash or heat burst from unique stances, enhancing combo variety and mind games during neutral. For characters who previously had limited tactical options during heat, we've introduced new heat exclusive moves to make their heat state more appealing and dynamic. That also sounds good, because then it would be more... Well, Xiaoyu already uses a lot. Usually Xiaoyu, just depending how much you want to use the hypnotist stance. it's kind of correlates how much you want to use heat. Because usually everybody just goes like the back-turned heat smash is so powerful, and with like every character the heat smash is so powerful that then you usually just spam the heat smash, that you don't use anything else. Because even if you have like a little bit of the heat bar left, you can just basically use the heat smash. So everybody kind of like attracted to only use the heat smash. And some characters that have weaker heat moves. So that leads to like kind of in a bad homogenization, or what is that word? Homogeneity across the cast. That's even something that I don't like myself. Gotta make use everything when heat couch is available. Yeah, it's kind of like I can see like what they are going with, and this is also something that I still think the community is way too salty about it. But this is something that I can understand why people don't like it. But it's not like overall like that everybody does it, because there are some characters that use, like for example Xiaoyu, usually, like I said, depending how much you want to use the wait, I'm gonna actually, maybe we can get a couple of friends here to watch if they are online. See. But yeah, what I was saying. Yeah, so so yeah, if you would like it to use the let's see now. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, so that some characters have like more like fun, or more like some characters have like a more fun or more useful tools. Sorry, I'm a male brain, can't concentrate on multiple things. I was just typing a message. But yeah, so it's basically some characters have like more fun. Of course, it's subjective that what is fun and what is not. But let's say that some characters have more options to use their heat to something else than to just instantly heat smash. But they kind of also have dug their own grave in with some characters themselves, because for example if I still remember correctly, Jin has kinda lackluster heat, very lackluster heat options and moves that use the heat bar. So then everybody just when they play Jin, they just use the heat smash instantly. Even though they would have the full bloody bar, or like half of the bar, they don't use any of the heat moves or whatever. They just use the heat smash because the heat smash was so fucking broken. And I hope that shit gets nerfed because that is like it's bullshit. But then some characters have a lot more stuff, like for example Victor. Victor players like to use a lot of the heat to like enhance his moves and use them in the fight because they are very useful. And then they use the heat smash, of course, if they feel like it. But he also, if I remember correctly, he has a low heat smash, so it's not safe. So it can be punished if it's blocked. I think it's low. Let's change track. So Jin low Scourge got nerfed, but also got new stuff for people to worry about now. Yeah. I'm gonna only look through the universal changes, and I'm gonna look through the Xiaoyu. Universal changes Xiaoyu. That's it. Maybe some. If chat wants to handy pick some changes for fun, then I might look them. But I'm gonna only go through these things. But anyways, so for example with Xiaoyu, usually players, if they like to use the hypnotist stance, they use the heat to enhance to get the better low that launches, which is very good, that you only have to take 2 steps. Or then they use the heat or the mid from the hypnotist. Or then they use the combo ender next to a wall, like heat burst, bound to the combo ender, or already if you have the heat activated, you don't have to bound, and so on and so on. So Xiaoyu kinda is like in my opinion, she was kind of like mid in a way that she isn't that you only instantly use the heat smash, even though she has very powerful heat smash. It's not that you instantly use it, but it's also not like that you use all the time the other heat options. So she was kind of like so. So I'm hoping that they would make all the characters in this game in a way that you use a lot of the heat consuming options and like less that you just spam the heat smash. So we will see if they want to, you know, go to that direction more in season 2. I don't know. So then they say rebalancing offense and defense with the heat system. To address overly one-sided match dynamics, we reduced chip damage across the board during heat state, where its impact was most pronounced. Additionally, in endgame scenarios, it had become common to secure KOs by landing chip damage via heat dash followed by a quick finishing move, limiting creative decision making. To improve this, we've lowered the additional chip damage when heat dash is blocked. So I guess this is that they mean that it had become common secure KOs by landing chip damage. So is this like that when you if somebody is next to a wall and they do the heat dash, but doesn't it do like as much chip damage? I don't really get that. Is it like that it does more chip damage after heat dash? I can't remember anymore. Because I didn't use heat dash that much. I don't really care about it. But I guess this is like with Dragunov or somebody. Like the Dragunov first like pressures you, then he gets you to a wall, and then even if you are blocking, he does a heat engager when he's in heat, and he cancels it to heat dash, and then you are like plus. But I thought that they already nerfed it, that they already made it like much less plus. But I guess that wasn't enough, so they have to nerf the damage also on top of the plus frames. Well, we will see. We've also made adjustments to how recoverable health works now. Even damage taken while grounded will leave recoverable gauge. This not only softens the offensive pressure of heat, but also makes its defensive merits more tangible, giving defending players more opportunities to recover and fight back. Okay, so you, if you are heat, so if you are like grounded and you have heat, you take recoverable damage. That's also a nerf to Okiseme. Magikarp has to help me if he has tested something out. But that's like a nerf to Okiseme and nerf to also like Okiseme heavy characters like Yoshimitsu, Kazuya. Then there is, moreover, Heat Dash has long had numerous benefits, particularly when used from heat engagers with power cross properties. However, this one I remember from the like the previous thing, where they kind of like gave an overall insight that they want to get rid of the most of the power crush heat engager. This is like, this alone, like this sounds like the best so far. This is like one of the best changes ever. So if people are unhappy with this season 2 patch, this should already mitigate some of the things that they don't agree with, in my opinion, because this is like one of the best changes to this game. Because fuck those moves. Fuck those moves that are heat engager and a power crush. And it's also, especially when Xiaoyu doesn't have that kind of thing. But then some characters have that, like that Victor spam, and they even nerfed that move. I think even couple times before. But who cares? It's still obnoxious as fuck. And yeah, it's a high, but like just duck, but nobody cares. It's still obnoxious and bullshit. So this is like a fantastic change. And I hope that they also have removed Blonde Bomb, that Bloody Nina's heat engager power crush mid. It's minus 14, but still it's bloody spam. Let's see. So then to address this, we remove the power cross property from most heat engagers or replace them with other moves. So then if somebody or some character has like if some character has like that they are like unfairly nerfed, that they remove this move completely, then they still give them something to compensate, and that's fair. Like that's like, I have nothing against that. And then it says that exceptions include characters like Jack 8, Kuma Panda, and Leo. I don't even know. I guess that's like Jack 8's the Gamma Hole. The Gamma Hole is such a unique thing, the bloody shockwave force field. But I don't even know what is like Kumas and Pandas. Is it like the hunting stance power crush? that was heat engager. But anyways, they can keep them. I don't really care. I remember that I think Law has that, King has that, Shaheen has that kind of move, if I remember correctly. And then they made this that historically that you can't sidestep toward the foreground while in crouching state. This is a kind of very complex thing, and I had to even look like a video to understand this completely. Because I started playing in Tekken 7, and I knew that you can't step while crouching, but then they gave like examples in one video that I watched just for fun, that how massive this changes. So this is like a very massive change. First time in Tekken history you are able to do this. So this is big. Big balls. Big ball change. And then you can input buffer at the start of the round, allowing players to execute a move the instant the round begins. And then you can also buffer side steps, I guess, when you are stepping a string. And if you can step that string, or like the third hit or fourth hit or fifth hit or whatever, you can step it. You can buffer the sidestep. So this should be a very big buff to defense actually, and sidestepping. So they really want that you step and then launch people. Reset my phone YouTube lagging. Okay, now. Then there's changes to throw mechanics. Address the difficulty of countering throws. Well, I suck breaking throws, so I'll take any kind of nerf to throws. I'm terrible at breaking them. And I saw some kind of controversy that they made throws deal chip damage, but then they are gonna revert it. That's one that I saw like just I happened to see it. I saw it like that some people were angry. I didn't read it in the notes, but then they reverted something instantly, or maybe not instantly, but later. So then it's gonna be 1+2 are easier to break. 1+2 breaks. Reduce instances where players fail to break throws despite successfully predicting them, particularly due to the difficulty of executing simultaneous button presses. Well, I use always like a macro or whatever it's called. I use like my back paddles, not any kind of cheating macro. Like, let me rephrase myself, but like I use the back paddle of my Victrix, so I never press two buttons at the same time. I always press my 1+2 is either the shoulder button on my controller, or it's the back paddle. Bad at breaking throws. Yeah, I'm very bad at breaking throws. Xiaoyu has the launching waning moon throw. That one I'm only good at breaking Xiaoyu's throws because I have played so many bloody hours. I have played so many fucking hours of mirror matches, because that's one of my favorite matches or matchups, the mirror match. So I can break Xiaoyu's throws well because I have gotten so used to the animation. But I guess this also means that if they made these easier to break, this is nerf to Waning Moon, because Waning Moon is 1+2 break. Nerf to Waning Moon. And then they increased the recovery on whiff by 6 frames for normal throws. So normal throws are still homing, but now if you miss it, it's like 6 whole frames. That's like a bloody long time. So you're gonna get launched. So I guess they also want people to try to like kind of like also give a smaller buff to sidestepping, because the normal throws are now homing. So now if you try to use them as a homing move to catch somebody, and that was a good change in the beginning when they first made the throws homing, and then they reverted, and then they only made the normal throws homing, so then people would use them more because they are easier to break. It's like 1 break or 2 break, both work. So that, in my opinion, that was a good buff to make them like homing, to give them like more purpose. But I'm interested to see that that this is also, this might be a nerf to Xiaoyu actually, like a bigger nerf, because the rain dance throws are normal throws, but they aren't homing, if I remember correctly. So is this now that they're gonna be now homing, but then they're gonna be 6 frames slower? That's a very big nerf to Xiaoyu's rain dance. Because then if you miss the what is it? You miss the rain dance throw, and you are already like your back is towards them. It's like 6 frames slower to recover. You're gonna get bloody mega destroyed. Let's change music. Try to find an extended. I should have made like a streaming playlist that I don't have to change it myself. Just queue them up. Dome Ruins. Oh, this is one of my favorite songs from Grandia. Let's put Dome Ruins. Extended. Okay, so let's see. Then I can check it out with Xiaoyu. So then when a throw break is successfully performed, the thrower will recover 1 point of recoverable health. When a throw break is successfully performed, the player that was grabbed takes 5 chip damage, but then they're gonna change this later back because people didn't like it. And I guess it's kind of like, to be honest, I'm kind of indifferent to this, to be honest. Like even if they would have kept it or not, because in a way, like if we put like some kind of like quote-unquote realism to the game, if you get grabbed and you have to like struggle yourself free to break the throw, you are gonna like suffer damage if you have to like get away from somebody's clutches. That's like the in real life argument why throws should do chip damage. But I mean, if it's like 5 points of recoverable health, that's not even that much. But I guess that the problem would be that it would be fine to do it. Like the main problem would be that I think that people got mega salty about is that it's because of King. That I can admit that if it would be like, if King wouldn't exist in this game, this change would be like, I don't think people would have gotten so angry about it, in my opinion. I'm still like very indifferent if they would have kept it or not. But with King, it could be a problem. Because he has those kind of like situations that you have to guess the throw mix-up. Giant Swing and Shining Wizard have the same animation. But it's gonna be now like retracted, so that's dead and gone. Then there's during heat activation. Now it's like, yeah, this is what we already discussed. Start of the running animation, you can now use those directions to go to crouching state. Okay. Key charge. To the excessive strength of certain, they said something this in the Tekken talk. So now key charge doesn't give you any more like that counter it, and this is something that I don't like, because Xiaoyu had some cool tricks with this. I don't really like this change, because now it gives it like more damage, but like who gives a fuck? Like it was already very situational and very risky. But Xiaoyu had some very fun setups, like the Sodam, what I learned from Sodam a long time ago, that you key charge, you have to sacrifice wall combo damage to like set up it. But then if you make it, it is a pretty good payoff. So you drop the combo early, you wall splat them, you do key charge, and then you do either, if you are facing towards them, you do down back 4, or then you do nutcracker, but I don't remember the input now. You do the 0 damage plus on block low. That does less damage than down back 4, but if it hits, or if it counter hits, it guarantees you back 4 1 or clouded peak. So that was a very fun setup. So you basically key charge, you try to fish for a counter hit low, and then you can get a new wall splat and do another wall combo. But now it just gives you more damage. Like who cares? Like I'm not gonna key charge to just get like a better poke. So that this is like I understand why. Like who cares? This is just like, it's not a huge loss, but it was just fun to do that sometimes. So I'm just gonna remove my key charge binding from my controller, because now it's like there's no reason to use it anymore. It's just, it is what it is. So this is a bad change, my opinion. So yeah, then there's the side step in the foreground. Okay. This is some Paul specific change. We don't care about that. So this is now something that I haven't seen. Now this is some new. Getting up from down state. Let's see, balance. So it's an up arrow, so it's a buff. In Season 2, adjustments have been made to reduce the difficulty and risk associated with getting up from a down state. The following changes have been implemented. Well, it sounds very good. Because one of the hardest and most frustrating things in Tekken game is to get up from the fucking ground. Against some characters like fucking Kazuya, it's brain dead, and it's even harder and more frustrating. It's cancer. Against some characters, it's not that difficult, depending from the player also. But if they make waking up easier, I'm all for it. If they simplify it, like I'm very happy, because it's already so annoying and hard, and it's not hard in a fun way, in my opinion. Getting up in this game. So this sounds already good. Reduced risk when getting up when in a down state, depending on the direction faced. Attempting to get up could result in being launched from behind upon taking a hit. This could make the wake-up process extremely risky. To address this during quick recovery and quick backslide, the down state will now remain active until the recovery is fully completed, reducing the risk of launch. To address this during quick recovery, the down state will remain. So it's basically if I'm reading this correctly and my brain is working, so it's basically that you're gonna be... The game will count that you are in down state up to the last frame of the animation, question mark. So if you get up and then the whole animation except the last frame when you can start blocking, you're not gonna be down. That's how I understand it. This is a huge nerf to Okizeme. Very big nerf. Especially against some kind of like setups if the enemy is like head towards you. That's like a very bad position to be in. Against Kuma and Panda, that's very bad. The only like example that now comes to my mind is if you do Dragunov with Xiaoyu, the throw, diagonal and was it 2+4, and then you if you do Dragunov and they wake up poorly, you can get the back 4-1 and it will hit them to their back and you get like a guaranteed heat engage. That's a very cheeky setup. So that's like the only thing that comes to my mind, that I guess that doesn't work anymore. That's completely, that's nerfed. Or also that comes to my mind is that if you do Waning Moon and you do the Waning Moon combo, the bread and butter combo, that you but you stop it, you do the Waning Moon and then you do the, what was the ender? Wait, I have to think about it. It's the you spike them to the ground. You don't do the forward 3 plus, was it 3+4? No, it was, what the bloody hell was that somersaults that flips input? You basically do you don't do the you don't do that ender, but you spike them to the ground by other means, and then if they try to wake up, you can cross-lifting pounce them into their back. So I guess that's also now like you can't do that anymore because they will be like invulnerable. But we can go try that out. Start go test it out. I'm gonna put unmute Tekken. This can be our first thing that we test out. I'm not gonna like test out everything, but if something is interesting, we can look it up. A couple of examples. Let's close this for a while. Let's try this.
Ling Xiaoyu.
Doesn't really matter who's against us.
Get ready for the next battle.
This is something that I want to try out. So let's see now. Are my buttons even correct? Fuck. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But this has to be. Good thing that I can remap everything quickly. So now it's right, yeah. So Dragonov was... What the fuck was Dragonov? No. This. No. This. So now if I do this, can I still do... Wait. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Now it worked. Hey, marvelous. I was just... When I started streaming, I was like... thinking that... Maybe... Like, even though I have like 500 something subscribers, I was hoping that if I come back to do like a quick extempore stream, it would be fun to get like Magikarp, you, Panda, and everybody else, Wasps and Treehan to come and chat. Have you still been playing Tekken, or are you also rage quitting? Are you like the majority that you don't like changes? Or maybe you haven't tested them out yet. I'm testing these out just for fun. No, I love the changes. That's great. You can help me to lab some of them. I'm now looking through the Okiseme changes like overall. I'm like testing out. I'm watching chat stream right now, but good to see you back. Hello. I hope you have been doing great, Wasps. I hope your life has treated you well. Oh, is chat streaming? Damn, he started streaming at the same time when I started. But he isn't like... Is he still streaming? Because he never streams in YouTube. I have never gotten a notification, so I guess he started only to stream in Twitch? Question mark. He stopped completely streaming in YouTube. Maybe he has like some technical difficulties. Can you ask him fast, just for fun? I'm not gonna now start to open up his stream because I don't want to cause any kind of technical difficulties, but ask him for fun, because I haven't seen him in YouTube. Like, it says that he has been streaming last in YouTube like for bloody 3 months or something, and even then it was like Virtua Fighter, so like I wouldn't watch that anyways. But is he now streaming Tekken or Virtua Fighter? Open up the where the patch notes are. Let's try this. Because I don't even know if he is he still playing Virtua Fighter. But anyways, let's try these wake up changes. Let's put block all. Then I'm gonna throw you. So can I do this anymore? So now he gets like flown away that far. Now it doesn't work. That doesn't launch. That doesn't launch. I feel there's some kind of there's something different. There's something different. Let's put just wait standing. Then if I do this, yeah, there's something. There's something. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. That's like the only example that comes to my mind, like in a spur of the moment. Okay, let's try to. Let's think about it. What would be something else? Oh yeah, the waning moon combo. So let's put block all. Damn, I'm so rusty. I can't even combo. Let's see if I can even do the combo anymore. Oh fuck, I can't even fully remember. What the fuck was the combo? Oh yeah. So this still works because that's guaranteed after the spike. But you could interrupt that combo and spike them earlier to try to relaunch them with this, for example. And I think this also worked. So I'm assuming that that doesn't work anymore. So if you do this, and after, without doing this ender, only doing this flip, you can try to reset, do a cheeky reset. So I'm assuming it doesn't work anymore. No, that works, but they don't get launched. They don't get launched anymore. Yeah, this is a huge nerf to Okiseme. This is a huge nerf to Okiseme. This is just like scratching the surface. This is a huge nerf. Also the resets. Yeah, it just gets like... He flies away like bloody 10 kilometers and takes like 4 damage. Like who? That's like useless. Oops. This still works, this combo. But I'm also assuming that this is like a huge nerf across the board, to be honest. So it has to be like everybody who wants to do resets or some kind of setup or like some kind of like, for example, when Kazuya does that he does that annoying shit that he spikes you to the ground in the middle of the combo. He spikes you to the ground with that kick, and then he does steel pedal. If that doesn't work anymore, I happily take all the Xiaoyu Okiseme nerfs if I can get rid of that retarded shit. That you don't get spiked anymore and then damn raped by Kazuya. That's like only some examples that come to my mind. But let's move forward now. So, unified block timing. Well, what is this? Previously, the timing at which a character could guard differed between quick recovery and quick backslide. In Season 2, the guard timing for both types of recovery has been standardized, make it easy to understand. Quick recovery and quick backslide. I don't even understand what it means. Timing which a character could guard. These patch notes are like you have to be a bloody astrophysicist to understand this sometimes. Okay, well, sounds like a nerf to Okiseme. I don't really get that. Quick backslide from a face down state. When in face down position and taking further. Oh, so it's face down position. And taking further attacks, it was possible to perform a quick backslide. This limitation often caused issues, especially when pinned against a wall when attempting a recover using... Yeah, you can't do that recover. If you try to do the backslide there, you're just gonna get hit by... you're gonna just get re-hit. So okay, now if you are next to a wall, you can do... So you can do a quick backslide even if you're face down. Which is a very bad spot to be in, like over or face down. Especially if your head is towards the opponent. Well, I'm not gonna start to try that. I'm not gonna test that, but the very big Okiseme nerves. Then there is hitbox back-facing opponent. What the fuck is this? Back-facing opponent. So that's just like what? Common back-facing opponent throw and 2. What? What the fuck is this? What the bloody hell? I understand. Like this says that everybody has. Oh, wait. So this means that. This means like all the characters that can do a throw from back turn. They have a better enhanced change to a... But this is like perp. This is exactly what I wanted. This is great. They listen to the community. This is a fantastic change. So now everybody, if I understand this correctly, now all the throws that you do from back turn, the regular throws, are now homing. This is great, because this is like very good for Xiaoyu, because she had like very bad tracking from back turn. And and good opponents just sidestep you all day long. And it was sometimes very frustrating because you already take a huge risk when you are in rain dance. Because you expose your back. So even if you wouldn't be that much minus because you are back turned, it takes time to turn around. You're gonna get punished. Of course you can always do the rain dance parry, but that's not like a option to everything. So this is very good. I like this. So now Xiaoyu finally has like on top of the homing throws, or the hop throws. Sorry, the hop throws are homing, if I remember correctly. So now she also has the regular throws are now homing from the back turn, and it seems that everybody has this change, and this is very good. I like this. Because if they are now also 6 frames slower to recover, so now they are homing, but they also get that nerf. So now it's fair. So this is good. Heat, when taking damage from a grounded hit during heat state, 30% of the damage received will now be converted into recoverable health. So you take recoverable health if you are in heat, okay? Chip damage multiplier applied when guarding has been adjusted from 30% to 25%, so it's like an overall nerf to chip damage. That's good. I like that. I don't care if it nerfs Xiaoyu. I think that this is actually a pretty smart nerf to nerf it, like maybe not that much first. Maybe they want to nerf it even more in the future, but 5% is good because then it doesn't take too much away of the chip damage from those that don't have it that much, those characters that don't do that much chip damage. But then it will affect a lot of those characters that do way too much chip damage. Like Victor does, in my opinion, too much chip damage. Alisa does a shitload of chip damage. So now this is a very... The 5% to Alisa's chip damage is much bigger nerf than 5% to some characters' chip damage that doesn't do that much to begin with. But maybe they increase this even more. I don't know. Later. Heat dash will not activate when the move hits a downed opponent. Adjust the amount of recoverable. So this is the heat dash. So it does less chip damage. Adjusted recoverable damage dealt when using heat dash after a move is blocked against. Wait, let's put some different music from this list. put this back. Adjusted recoverable damage dealt. Can you help me? Magikarp, are you there? Magikarp, explain this to me. I don't understand this one. Magikarp, explain. Maybe you have already evolved to Gyarados during this time. You're still Magikarp. Shame on you. Pathetic Magikarp. You use more heat dash than me with Reina. So explain this to me. Magikarp, I summon you to chat. What does this mean? Adjusted the recoverable damage dealt when using heat dash after a move is blocked against an opponent with rage from 10 to 1. Because I don't like so it means that if they're in rage and you do the heat dash, so the heat dash did chip damage by itself. No, that can't be correct. I don't remember that the heat dash in itself did chip damage. Or am I misremembering? Well, I have the game open, I can check it out actually. I forgot that I have the bloody game open. Let's try this. I really need to get the second monitor, it would make streaming easier. So now if this bloody guy blocks everything. Let's activate heat. No, but he has to have rage. But that doesn't do damage. This doesn't do any damage. It's just a dash. I don't understand what this means. Maybe you have to... Wait, you have to... No, but then he goes to the... Wait, what would be a different move? Let's see. Well, I don't get it. Let's move on. Somebody has to explain it to me later. So let's see now. The expanded attacks, yeah, that's like the throw. And then there is spring kick or keep up. Liking changes. Yeah, well, so far I've been liking the changes. I'm now at the universal changes. I've been only going through these, but I have seen like only like one bad change so far from the universal ones, and that they removed the key charge counter hit, because I liked to do that Sodam tech that you drop the bloody wall combo, and then when you drop the wall combo, you do key charge, and then you do the nutcracker. I don't remember the input, but it was either nutcracker or down back 4. And if that hits, you can do a setup to get a new wall combo. That was very fun. So I don't understand why they have to remove that counter hit for the key charge. Now it's like you do 150, you do more damage when you key charge. Like, that's fucking stupid. Like, nobody, who gives a fuck that you do more damage? Like, nobody's gonna use it anymore. Like, who cares? Like, why would I drop a combo to sacrifice damage to key charge to get like a small damage boost and then try to hit them? It's like there's like zero payoff for do that, because you already lose damage. So if you, for example, if you do this specific Xiaoyu setup, I can only speak for her. You already sacrifice wall damage. You can't do the whole wall combo. For example, that you wall splat, then you do, for example, what I like to use the most is Art of Phoenix up forward 3, 4, up forward 3 1, the alley oop, and then you can do Art of Phoenix 4. Well, like, I'm gonna show it to you, Wasp. Like, I understand why am I talking? I can just show it to you. I haven't played this game in such a long time that I bloody can't even remember the settings. So like this combo, for example, like you get wall splat. Wait, how did you do it? Let's think of a combo now. Let's do because you have to end up. You have to do this. That's too slow. No, you have to get the wait. You have to get the wall spot first. So it's like let's put heat away. So you get a wall splat. Then you do, wait, I'm completely, I'm throwing a blank now. What was the combo that I always used? I haven't played this. It's, no. No. This, well, that's kind of like a, that was kind of like, this is kind of like a scuffed version. Like this doesn't like make sense, but just to now show it for the sake of showing it. If I get a high wall splat, that would happen. It looks retarded, but like, just for the sake of showing, you would do this. I always do this ender. Some people like only doing this to get like the tornado, basically. Like you do the tornado, so you do like, oh yeah, this is the, okay, now I remember. It was this to tornado. Okay, so you do this, the tornado, this and this. That's like the combo, and some people like using this to do the tornado because it's more this can be sometimes not consistent if you are off axis. So you do this. This is like the very basic ender, but then this is like what I like to use, tornado in the wall. So if you sacrifice some of that damage, was it forward? Yeah, that's like also one ender, yeah, like wall combo ender. I forget Xiaoyu. I don't play her. Don't you ever play her anymore? You became a completely like a Chun player, I guess. You stopped playing her. Don't you ever play her anymore? Like sometimes. She's a fun character. Or maybe you are like me that you can't concentrate on multiple characters. One character is too much even for me. I don't want to play anybody else because it's too yeah, I can't focus on two characters at once. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not that old myself. I don't know if you are older or younger, but Xiaoyu is already such a complicated character that it takes too much time. And I sometimes feel like that I have only scratched like, well, maybe not surface, like I'm not gonna undersell myself, but if I'm gonna honestly evaluate how I know these characters, it's still like we are still like in the very surface level if you look the whole picture. I'm 30. Holy shit, you are old. No offense. My brain learns at the fall. Well, I mean, not necessarily. I think that, like, in my opinion, I think it's maybe it's like is it even like is it like part of it is a myth and part of it it's like true. Because I think that people who say that when you get like older you learn slower, like this gets like sidetracked compared to Tekken, but how much of that is that those people just lack motivation and how much of that is actual like brain chemistry that you learn slower? Because if I would have to like say my opinion, I think that it's sometimes that is used like copium, that I can't learn new things anymore because I'm old. Because I personally know people that are very old, much older than me, and they have learned like languages pretty fast. But they also like do a lot of work. So I don't know. Like I'm not a biologist. Maybe it's like individualistic. That some people their brain actually slows down when they get older a lot. Maybe it's like very subjective. But anyways, if you do this combo and you drop it like this is a very simplistic like way to drop it, but if you would do this and this, and now instead of doing another hit of this, for example, that you only would do like this and then this again, 51 damage. So if you do this and then you would key charge like that, and then you either would do this, yeah, it is actually gone. This is like a very sad day. You would do this slow, nutcracker, or down back 4. Wait, this. And this would counter hit if they don't block low. And when this hits, or this counter hits, you get a new wall splat. And you can do the same combo again. And that was very fun. It was very situational. But it was very fun, and it had like it was like a player expression thing. It was very fun to do that. But now you can't do it anymore. Because now this does like what? Let's see how much damage this does. 21. 14. So it does 7 damage more. So it's like it's not worth it anymore. It's basically like you have no reason to use this setup ever again. It's just it's just useless now. Because even if you would do 2 of these in a row, That does 51 damage. Okay, so let's do one of these. One of these. I would key charge. Now, if they wake up, this is 42 damage. If they wake up and they don't block low, and I would have this buff, and I would do this. So yeah, like it would do. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't do more damage than the wall combo. There's no way. Like the counter hit wall combo would do. If we activate this and do the setup, so it would be the worst version. And now they wake up. This hits again. You can do, for example, this. If they wake up, this hits. You can do this. Wait, like this. So the new wall combo would do like 54 plus 12. So this is like, now this is like useless. So rest in peace, key charge. Key charge is rest in peace. Now it's only used to be toxic. You can only it's kind of funny that now it's only useful of being toxic. Or like greeting somebody. It doesn't necessarily always have to be toxic like message, but yeah, let's look now forward. Let's see what happens. Then there's the keep up. Change the damage. Holy shit! They absolutely ass raped keep up. Keep up. Rest in peace. I wonder, like, I didn't feel like that keep up was that strong. In my opinion, I think it was adequately balanced because it was buffed from Tekken 7 in a way that it hits you well. And for example, Xiaoyu can't AOP it anymore. Like it would hit AOP, for example. But now it's like super nerf. 5 less damage. So now if you block keep up from the very max range, it's gonna be it's gonna always be at least minus 13. That's a very big nerf. Because usually it's always launch punishable, but in the very in the very edge of the move, if you block it very far away. If you block it like super close, now it's gonna be minus 1 billion anyways. Or it was like very minus, but now it's like minus 13 at minimum. Increase recovery time by 5 frames. So now if you miss it, you're gonna be like super slow. That's a big nerf. Ultimate tackle nerf. I don't even know. Nobody cares about that. And then there's just some random stuff. Homing properties. Wake up low kick in certain situations. The opponent's behavior after being hit by wake up kick was corrected. Okay. I don't even know what it means. But yeah. Oh yeah, this is very good. I like this a lot. This is something that I have been wishing that would be in this game since the time I started playing Tekken. This is very good change. I love this change. The screen now displays now it's like a 2D fighter. Maybe some old boomers are gonna be like that. Like these new players are so noob that they can't go to the lab to figure it out. Go fuck yourselves. This is one of the best changes. And it's about time that Tekken get this change as well. This is like now a 2D fighter. And I haven't played many of those, but this is fantastic. The battle screen now displays punish, clean, counter, tornado, combo damage and hit count. But you can also switch it away if you don't like it. If you wanna be an old head and you don't want to see it, or if it's too cluttered, if it clutters the UI in your opinion, that you don't want to see like so much visual stuff, you can also turn it away. But this is like, I thank you Tekken devs. I love this change. Because now you can see when you can punish people. That's fantastic. You can see a punish. Yeah. I think I already saw some of this when I played, and I just didn't realize it. Let's test it out. So if I go to default and I put chin to hit me, I'm gonna make him do like a punishable move. Let's make him do what would be a punishable move? No. What is the kick? That. So that's like, let's put him to do this. So now that's gonna be that is like jab punishable. So now if I block it, yeah, it says, yeah, this is great. I love this change. Fantastic. So now in the middle of the match, if I punish that, I see that it's a punish. So I don't have to guess anymore. At least I know that if I see a character that I have no idea what their moves do, and they do like that move, and I attack, and then if I do that, if I do my 12 frame punish, and even if it hits them, it's sort of like a proper punish. The opponent just didn't block for some reason. So this I know that this isn't. This is like less than minus 12 is what I'm trying to say. But then if I try to jab punish it, next I try to do a jab punish. Now I see that, okay, it is minus 10. And so on and so on. So that's very great. Very good. Fantastic. Makes punishing much more good quality of life change. Let's see then, is there anything else? Here are the rest of the I'm just gonna go straight to Xiaoyu. That's all I care about. I'm thinking about starting to play like maybe do like viewer matches and player matches and stream some ranked maybe later if I feel like it, but this is like more like a shorter stream. I just wanted to go through these. Where is Xiaoyu? Here. Let's see. This is now interesting. I haven't spoiled myself. In Season 2, Xiaoyu has undergone balance adjustments related to her Rain Dance, Phoenix and Hypnotist, allowing for new offensive opportunities. Rain Dance has been enhanced with a decision of a Power Crush. Oh, so now she finally gets a back turn Power Crush. Fantastic. Like now, gone are the days. Well, not gone are the days. People are still gonna do it because it's one of her weaknesses, but now people are gonna be much less, what is the word? They're gonna get discouraged of just smashing Xiaoyu when she goes to back turn. So now the bloody chap mashing and dick chapping is more risky. But I'm gonna already guess that the power cross is gonna be like at least -14 or something. It has to be, because usually they are so strong that back turn power crosses are usually very punishable, to make it fair. Providing a stronger countermeasure in a disadvantaged situations and against people who mash. And this is a buff to my playstyle, because I like to stance. I like to go to rain dance even from minus frames. Additionally, back facing opponent 3. So rain dance 3 now guarantees a follow up on hit and a start up speed up. Back facing opponent. Oh, that's that rubbish. Snake Edge has been improved, making her offense from advantage situations more effective. As for Phoenix, a new move during Phoenix stance forward. So this is the new move, but that's that bloody linear. Like, that move is questionable. Has been added. Okay, that sounds a very lame ass move. This move grants frame advantage on block, making it effective for maintaining offensive pressure. Yeah, but it's like it gives very good plus frames. I think it's like even +8 or something, but it's so bloody linear, and if I remember correctly, it's so bloody slow that it's like nobody ever uses that move. It's the thing where she rolls forward and does the random kick. Also, Heat Burst and Heat Smash can now be performed from Phoenix. Interesting. Expanding the variety of offensive options while crouching. Oh yeah, that's the high ending string has been enhanced, so both hits connect and can now be executed from Phoenix with during Phoenix. This makes it. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Let's try that. So she gets wait. Yeah. It's like, wait, so you can do... What? But couldn't you always do this move? I don't get it. This move is kinda dog shit. This move is like... I was hoping that we would get some kind of cool move from Art of Phoenix and not this bullshit. Like, this is so... This move is... like, yeah, it gives you +8. And I sometimes, like, I'm pretty sure that I use this more. This move, than bloody 80% of the Xiaoyu players, because this move is... This is so easy to step. This is so bloody linear, this move, that I'm very disappointed with this new move. This is like... I wouldn't say that it's a rubbish move, but it's a very questionable move. This move. So, I guess, I don't know, it's very lame. Let's now see, what was the input? While crouching... Yeah, this is very good. This is good buff. So if you are in Phoenix or Art of Phoenix, oh yeah, wait, I have no wonder it doesn't work, because my heat is deactivated. Yeah, this is like, so now if they try to mid check you from Art of Phoenix, this is like a very good buff, a big buff. And I guess this is like universally a big buff to people, or like to characters that are in stances, if they get the same treatment. So it's like, you can do this So now if they try to mid-check you, you can heat burst and absorb. And you can do this from the Art of Phoenix, so it's more options are always welcome. That move has a mid mix-up, no. So you mean this one. Did you get to the back-turned hell sweep yet? No, she has a hell sweep? What? She has a hell sweep. I hate bloody hell sweeps. I hope they don't give her hell sweep. At least not that kind of hell sweep that puts you into like I don't want any kind of I don't want Kazuya hell sweep. That's kind of like a different thing. There is hell sweep, then the worst, then one like hell sweep, then there is hell sweep that puts you into the blender or into the casino. And those two are like it's very cancerous to get hit by a hell sweep by Kazuya because you're gonna get like it puts you back to the 50-50. But those two are still like okay because it's like their identity. But one thing that should never be in Tekken and it should be completely removed is launching hell sweep. Like launching, like I don't care if Devil Jin is like the worst fucking character. They say that he's the worst fucking character in the game. If a character has launching hell sweep, it's cancer and AIDS. Like launching hell sweep is like it's never a good idea. Like I don't understand why any character, no character should have launching hell sweep. That's like fucking toxic as fuck. Like if you have a hell sweep that knocks the opponent away, or like you don't get any kind of like a follow up, and it's like it staggers. That's fine. If you have a Kazuya hell sweep that you get hell sweeped, it puts you back to the vortex. That's still like fine because it's the idea of that character. Like the idea is that he's weaker in somewhere else, but he's like the vortex character. But if you block it, he's like -1 billion you can launch. That is fine. But launching hell sweep is like just bullshit, in my opinion. Like fuck launching hell sweeps. Let's see now. What was the input? Let's put next song. No, not that. This. Her snake edge down forward has been turned into a hell sweep. It's 25 frames but doesn't launch. So it's like, well, we're gonna get that later. I think it was mentioned here, but let's now see first. It's now possible to cancel into crouch. So this is the new move. One down forward. Wait. I'm not gonna even put up the notes. So it's like... Okay, so this is the new move. This shoulder hit. -14, but I guess... Is this a power crush? Is this a power crush? It's not a power crush. Can you do it from here? Wait, what the fuck? So this isn't the power crush. No, this is just like okay. So this is like, oh yeah, this was yeah, you said this is like a mix-up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because people just duck this. This isn't that good. I just use this usually to mid-check. This is like, this is gonna get you killed. So now it's good that yeah, this is a big buff to her offense. A very reasonable buff in my opinion, because she was struggling sometimes to open up her offense from neutral, because she has very stubby limbs and bad poking. So now this has pretty good range as a mid check. So now you can do something else than to just only do this and get some damage, because this this wasn't very good move. This string is like your typical. If you get crouched, you die, or if the enemy crouched, you die. But this is like very fair buff, good buff, because if they crouch, you die. If you do this, it's -14, so you're gonna get launched. Or most of the cast will launch you. So fair enough, good buff. So you can cancel the second hit of a string or back-facing opponent. This sounds this sounds like Kyoko style stance dancing. I love this. Sounds very good. So you can do. Oh, you can't cancel it from that. Yeah, this is like I already love this. I have to start practicing doing this, or like implement this to my stand. I haven't now done it in a long time. I'm so rusty that it's embarrassing to try to do this. I still got it somehow. It's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike. You just have to do it like 1 hour or something. Till you learn it again. So now you can do... Wait. That or... Wait, what was the... Oh yeah, so you can do the elbow. And then you can do this. But you have to... Okay, so you have to commit. You can't just do the elbow and press down. You have to do the... You have to commit to it. Okay. But you're gonna be -16, so this is again... They can mash. So this is like fake. This is fake as fuck, unfortunately. This is fake as fuck. Unfortunately. This is like super fake as fuck. -16 in front of your opponent. But I guess like this is very good. It's meant to be used like as to confuse your opponent. So I just like that they gave her something like more movement options. Movement options are always fun to do, even if it's only styling. And I guess that you can use it with this. That you go to crouch and then try to fish a counter hit with this. Like if you do it from far away, like this, and then you do while standing too. Try to launch them if they press. My problem with this buff is that when everyone has mid-high mix, the game becomes too 50-50. Yeah, but like, isn't everybody already they have already complained since the beginning of this. Like one of the reasons why I stopped watching, like, well, I didn't watch many Tekken content creators to begin with, but I watched it like looking like 90% of the content creators, and I just never read any Reddit or the Discord because everybody has been pitching about that this game is only 50-50, even though they know that it's not true. They are lying to themselves. Like they use very hyperbolic statements about this game, and I think that that's kinda... I'm somebody who likes to color things up. I'm also guilty of it, maybe in different topics, but I don't think that they even believe themselves when they say like that this game is like only 50-50 and mashing. Like, if that were true, why don't they go and win like the bloody Evo or something? If you can just do like go this and do this and win everything. But anyways, let's see. And everyone has been given mid-high mix-ups. Yeah, well, that sounds like more bad. That if they give like everyone too much mid-high. Many of the pros are saying the same. Yeah, but the pros have been complaining also from completely asinine things. It's not like that even if they are pros, they're always right. Like they even complain that somebody like they have also complained from some very questionable things. But I haven't now watched any tourneys lately, so I haven't followed pro Tekken. But I'm not gonna play at that level. I'm never gonna play at that level in my whole bloody lifetime, so it doesn't really concern me. Let the pros complain if they want. It doesn't affect me. I'm not gonna be a pro. Even if I would like to be, I'm that ship has sailed already. And I live in a country that I couldn't be pro anyway. I'm pretty sure. There's like nobody plays Tekken in my bloody area. Anyways, like there's no locals. Let's see. So yeah, this is the cancelled for the crouch, back facing opponent, back 1+2. So this is the so this is the power crush from her back turn. Thank you Harada for giving her the same thing. Now she doesn't feel like left alone anymore. This is the biggest buff. In my opinion, this is the biggest buff to her. Hands down, this is the biggest buff so far. Like especially to my playstyle, when I like doing this bullshit a lot. And it was sometimes so tiresome that you do like, for example, this, you're -3, and they just mash jab or mash. You have to like do this and scout and see what the opponent likes to do first, like many times. But now you can just sometimes let it rip. You do this, and if they mash, power crush. -14, so it's fair. So if you just spam this and they block -14, in a mirror match you're gonna get launched. Xiaoyu will launch you with Clouded Peak. No, not with Clouded Peak. The 3, standing 3. Then there is Heat Burst can be performed. Let's bring this up for a moment. So Heat Burst can now be performed. Divine Shooting Star can be done from Art of Phoenix, so you can do the Heat Smash while crouching. So this is like a buff and a nerf. Both arrows. Second hit will connect as a combo. The distance, so it does less damage. Adjust at the start up of the second hit, making the second hit guaranteed. Guaranteed block string. Input window for the second hit has been reduced, preventing delays in its execution. So it's like you can't delay it anymore. What is this move? What the fuck is this move? Oh, it's this. I never used this move. It's this random crouch humping. It's this move. I don't really care. I don't give a fuck about this move, to be honest. Random move. It has sometimes its uses. Changes the first and second hit to transition into rain dance stance upon completion. Wait, so you can't... What? Wait, so you can't manually cancel it anymore. I think you could manually cancel this. There's something different with this move, but I just can't pinpoint it. Well, let's go forward, so we can get through the list and move on. Maybe I'll stream some games in a later date when I can. Let's see. So then we have forward 1+2. So buff to her 12 ray punish. So was this clouded peak? Now it's bothering me. Yeah, clouded peak. What was the standing tree? What was it called? It's bothering me that I remember the name. Cloud kick. Clouded peak and cloud kick. So this does more damage, 5 more damage. So a little bit of a buff to damage in punishment, 5 damage buff, nice. This is minus launch punishable, but that is because it's a shoulder. Changes the opponent's behavior on counter hit to prevent guarding during stun. Okay, so it's the ankle slapping. So it's now 18 frames to 12 frames. But it says that it's a buff. Why that's a nerf. Goes down. So when this counter hits. Oh wait, does it mean that it's not like that guardable? So it's not it's not G anymore. It's not guardable advantage. So now this has a follow-up, I guess. This is already a very good move. This is a very big buff. This move is very good. It's a good low poke because it's safe compared to this is like this. This is not safe. This is not safe. The only problem with this move is that it puts you into rain dance, and sometimes that can get you killed. So now it does. Let's see. Can we get? That's too slow. So you are 12, so you can do rain dance chap. So wait. No. Yeah, that's I guess that this is guaranteed. Yeah. Good chunk of damage. Good follow-up. Very good. This is gonna be very good against to annoy your opponents. This is a very big buff. Very nice buff. You can do this and make your opponents rage. Try to fish for a counter it. Yeah, this is definitely a very strong buff. Now it's not guardable advantage. Then we have back-facing opponent 1-1. No, sorry, 2-2. Distance to opponent has been adjusted so the second hit no longer connects as a guaranteed follow-up. So this is like a nerf and a buff at the same time. So let's see. Change the music. So this is like over the volume. So this is one. Wait, block, damn you. Yeah, this is not a natural combo anymore. This is a very big nerf to those people who like to using this. Yeah. Doesn't work anymore. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, this string. I mean, you can still use it to... It has kind of nice pushback still. Your opponent has to know how to punish this if you go to Art of Phoenix from this, because you don't have to do it, but you can go to Art of Phoenix if you hold down. So the opponent has to be careful that they don't punish this poorly, because if they punish this poorly, they're gonna miss you, and then you can launch them. But overall, this is like I don't understand why this is like. It says that this is like a buff and a nerf at the same time. Like this is just a nerf, in my opinion. Like, who cares about the distance? Sometimes this move is sometimes much more minus. Kind of random move sometimes. Well, that's nerf. Back-facing opponent 3. Increase the opponent's recovery by 5 frames, adjusting the frame advantage on hit from +7 to +12. So more, less damage. Damage change from 18 to 13. Modify the opponent's behavior when hit. Changes the opponent's behavior on counter, matching that. Okay, so now it's always like the counter hit. So this is a buff to this donkey kick. Or monkey kick. So this is gonna give you a follow-up. My +12, holy shit. So now you don't have to. So I guess that you get a lesser reward than before, but it's much more easier. I guess that's why it's like buff and a nerf. Because this gave you, I think it gave you 2 of these. Previously, if this counter hits, you get 2 of these. But now you have to do something else. Yeah, that's guaranteed. So very big buff to poking game. Her poke. A very welcome buff to her rain dance poking, because her rain dance poking has its problems. So now you can do this. 30 damage. Big chunk of damage. Or a medium chunk of damage. And then you have a couple more changes in the end. So this is now what you were saying. Rain dance down 4. This bloody rubbish move. This was sometimes good as a Hail Mary if you want to try it. And they always want to standing block. But it was like reactable. Usually this just got you killed. Yeah, I can instantly see. Now this is like... doesn't launch anymore. Yeah, you can visually see that this is much faster. It's like super fast. You can notice the speed up in the animation. So now it's 20 to 22. So I guess it's 22. But it's still gonna stagger you. So now it's basically similar to like the Feng Wei, for example, that you get like a fast low from back turn. Well, this is like, I can see that it's like a nerf and a buff. Same time. I still think that this move is still rubbish, even though... yeah, I mean, it's better than the previous one, but this is still like... I think this move is shit, because you're gonna get stagger blocked and you die. Because now the reward is much less. I guess you can get like, let's see, can you get any kind of follow-up? Is there like any kind of... makes the mix-up way more dangerous? Well, I mean, not really. Because if they don't crouch and this hits, they take 20 damage. No, wait. They take, 20 damage. So, if they want to crouch, which is a bad idea against Xiaoyu, because she will mistrust you, then you get launched. So in that way it's a buff, but now you can't combo anymore. You could do a very good combo from this before. This gave you like bloody something like you can still do this still tornadoes. So this gave you like, let's see if I can remember the combo. Wait, not that. So that gave you like what, 65 damage. Now this only gives you 20 damage. So it's like a huge nerf to the damage, but it's gonna be faster. All hell sweeps are heavily minus on block. Doesn't make them back. Yeah, but like, I mean, it's not. It's still like. It's still a stagger block move that gives her 20 damage. It's faster. Now it's like. Now it's not completely shit the move, because now you can't. At least now the player opponent can't react to it. But for me personally, I still think that this move is bad. Like I wouldn't risk it. I would rather just poke with this, or like if they very much refuse to duck, that they always like want to stand block because they are afraid of these options. So maybe the idea was to, because her lows from Rain Dance are very bad. Like overall, Xiaoyu has very bad lows. And she really wants to make the opponent to like crouch. So always when Xiaoyu goes to Rain Dance, she takes a huge risk. And this is like, I think this is minus 12 on block. So they really want you to like use this move now to make the opponent try to crouch. So it's a very nice, like a small tiny buff to make the opponent crouch more. So then you can do the mids. It like complements. It complements well this change. So now if they start to crouch block this faster snake edge, then you can use this to get the guaranteed plus 12 and get 30 damage. So it complements. It complements that well. I guess it doesn't. It still has the same problem as before. That if you do this from far away, it's like it still does this shit version. And this will still be like stagger block. This was also one of the problems with this move, is that if you do it like from very far away, it doesn't launch and it doesn't knock down, apparently. So you can't really use it to snipe very well, because you will get... It has a very poor reward. I think it's a clear buff. Snake Edge will get blocked all the time by decent players. Yeah, but like her Snake Edge from the Rain Dance was kind of like in a way different. It was like very kind of like an unfamiliar animation. This is like much more clear, this Snake Edge. So like overall, I think that this was still like the better Snake Edge overall compared to this. But I don't know. I think that I understand. I think that this move is still bad, and I won't be. Well, I might use it a little bit more, but I would rather just not take risk, because I think Rain Dance is already so risky that well, we shall see. I think it's like a nerf and a buff at the same time, like it says in the it says in the patch note that it's like a nerf and a buff. Then there's a couple more. Let's see. So now there is only nerfs. So opponent's recovery time when blocking. So now the back turn heat smash gets a huge frame nerf, which was like expected. So this gets like a huge nerf. Well, let's put the enemy to block. So now it's gonna be minus +9. So now you can. So now this is not guaranteed. So now you can mash her out, I think. What is the fastest move? 18, 20, 14. Wait. So if he's gonna be -9, I think you can mash her out. But this was like, to be honest, this was expected that they will nerf these super. They already nerfed like those insane plus frames from other characters previously. Like I remember who it was. Like some character had like +15 or something in a move, and they got rid of that. Like this happened like pretty long time ago. They want to get rid of these super. You can't mash her hip 2 and 3. Are you sure? I think you can mash her now out of it. I don't think that it's guaranteed anymore. Because now you're gonna only build +9. Let's try it out. Change music. Punish. Try, you can't mash, let's see. Punish. Punishment settings. Chap. Oops. Remember. So wait, now we have to. Yeah, you can't. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be a punish. Well, you're gonna get that. That's gonna crush the chap. The chap will get crushed, if I remember correctly. If you try to do this, so the Jin. I think Jin would be fast enough, but the chap will get crushed because like she ducks down so low. Yeah, you can mash. Let's see. Yeah, that will get a counter hit. This is like the typical. If somebody wants to press after that, this is a very good, like. This is like a high, but it is a risky move, but very good move to get a counter hit launcher. Wait, what was the third move? Oh yeah, this. Let's try to do this. Wait, how the fuck do you do that? Oh yeah, it's the 3+4 in Hypnotist. Yeah, that doesn't work, but I don't think that worked even before. I think that this actually I think this worked before. Now this doesn't work anymore. You're gonna get floated. Maybe it can be parried. Yeah, yeah. I guess there has to be some kind of reason because that's like it's now double less plus frames. Oh yeah, okay, I understand now. I think I understand it. I think I understand it. I get it now, but how they nerfed it. Yeah. So it means that when you are not... Yeah, it is a huge nerf. When you realize what it does. Because now it means that you can't take steps. I think that's what it is. You can't take steps anymore. Yeah. That's the reason. That's the nerf. Because you're not gonna be plus 18, you can't take the steps. I think that's like what they are trying to convey here. You couldn't take steps. Yeah, you couldn't you? Like if you are plus 18, if you are plus 18, and you only have to take two. If you are plus 18 and you only have to take 2 steps to get this version. Now you can't. Now this is basically unviable now. This is like the nerf. Yeah, but like you don't understand what, like you're not getting what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that if you let your opponent when she was plus 18, this felt very unfair when like plus 18 and when she's still in, well then she's not in the heat anymore because the heat state ends, but plus 18 there's like lots more time when you can do this, take the steps. But now if you are only only quote unquote only plus 9, now you can't do this at all. But I would have to try it out because it's been such a long time since I've been lapping that. Well, you can't really try that plus 18 anymore because now that's gone. You can't change the version, unfortunately. So we can't try that out. Wait, I want to try to. Yeah, it feels like much faster to... You can't. If I wait even that much... But well, we can't really check it out because the plus 18 version doesn't exist anymore, so you can't check it. No changes were made when transitioning to the standing state. And then... while rising 4, the downward hitbox size has been reduced, making it less likely to... Let's put background a little bit slower, quieter. Has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with... Oh no. Oh no. Please don't do this to me. Like they didn't just... This is gonna be a huge nerf. So this is nerfed. Wait, so this doesn't flip them anymore. Like really? Let's put the opponent to wait, let's do the... Wait, what was the bread and butter? Well, not the combo, but where you can flip them. I think Dragunov works. Well, we can try it out with... How do you put... How did you put the opponent to the ground? Where's the... Here. Down, face up. If you are off axis. Yeah, it... No! What have you done? What have you done, Harada? I will curse your name that you ruined this move. There's no way. I refuse to accept this. Let's try to do the... What was the typical combo with what ends to the spike? Well, I mean... Yeah, but it's that still works. Wait. You're still off axis. But if that still works, then I guess catastrophe has been averted. If this still works, then there's no catastrophe. I thought that this would have a huge quality of life nerf and huge nerf to the combo damage. Basically, they would have made this ender pretty much useless. Well, let's try to do Dragunov. No, wait, what was the one situation where you can flip them over with that? It was... Was it... No, it wasn't 3+4. It was... I'm trying to remember. There was a situation where they were head first towards Xiaoyu. Let's think about it. Damn, I can't think of anything now. But this still works. What if you are but that doesn't work if you are if you aren't off axis, this doesn't work anyways. So if I correct the axis, then that will drop. But that's how it worked before. Is there something different in this interaction? Something feels off. While rising, the downward hitbox size has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with opponents in a down state. Because if the chin is only... if they aren't moving, there's clearly something that has been changed. This I think this should hit some kind of Mandela effect. Let's put Tekken music a little bit back for the rest of the stream. I mean, it says there, balance arrow down while rising 4. The downward hitbox size has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with opponents in a down state. If this still works, then I'm happy. I was starting to panic. Well, anyways, I don't know. Maybe there's something that I'm missing. Hypnotist 2 adjusted the frame advantage on block when performing a move. So that got a big nerf, so now it's only 0. Second step is 0. And Hypnotist 3 damage changed from 20 to 70, so they took away 3 damage per version from this. Which is very nice nerf. I was already afraid that they would make this like minus stacker or something, but that was a good thing that they didn't, because then this move would be completely... It would be a terrible move. Maybe if they would want to nerf this launching version, if they would want to reasonably nerf this move, like the launching version, maybe make the launching version more minus on block, but don't make this version. If you make this version the same minus as the whole step thing, then then nobody will use this version anymore. Then this move will be completely useless. This would still be useful because it would launch. So if they would like to nerf this move, if they would like see it, I don't think that I personally don't think that the frames don't need to be nerfed. In my opinion, I think this move is balanced, but if they would like to nerf it, my suggestion would be make this version more minus on block. This could cause like a stagger block and the opponent could launch. But don't do that kind of stupid nerf that this whole, no matter how many steps you take, this would be like minus launch a stagger, like launch punishable. But because then this version would be like total dog shit. And even this knockdown version would be like very bad. But I don't know. Maybe they know the data. They see the data under the hood. They know what characters win and what lose, so they have more data than the players. I think they're monitoring the ranked matches or something, that how the characters are performing. Was there anything else? I think I missed something. I skipped. Yeah, this one. Change the opponent, so forward, 4. This has more tracking, or like more tracking, I guess. So this gives you a different what did it say? Forward 4 behavior on aerial hit to strong aerial tailspin. So then you can do different combos. And Hypnotist 4 is that counter hit. There's also some kind of change. Okay, so that's just like a combo change. That they want you to use different routes, I guess. So then this gives you... Wait. Let's try to get it to hit. So... Yeah, that they fly very high. So then I guess you can do the typical enter, that would be this. Wait, no, fuck. You would do this. Yeah, that. So now that works. That didn't work before. And then there was another move. This move. Yeah, but that doesn't work. So it has to be... these aren't optimal, but just to like show you. Yeah, that gives you a. So that's a tornado. Okay, so. But the range sucks. Range is very bad. Was there something else? That I missed? I don't think so. Yeah, this was the last one. So then there is back-facing opponent. So then this also gives you different. That is still not guaranteed, but this gives you a different. So okay, so then this is like that gives you strong tailspin. Yeah, now Jin flies considerably higher, so then you can use that. Tekken 7 style, good old Tekken. Tekken 7 used to, I think this used to tornado in Tekken 7, so you always use this in the combo. Some combos. So then you maybe there's like many different routes. Like I'm not gonna start to try to do them, but yeah, I can see what they want you to use different combos in the next season, which is fun. It's fun that they make you use different combos. Then your muscle memory, you have to train your muscle memory again, but it's still fun that they do this. Gives you a variety. Even though first it's gonna be hard to get used to it, but. So this gives you a better aerial like float. And then this gives you a better aerial float. And this also gives you. Wait, what the fuck? This launches now. Holy shit. This is a nice buff. This was already kind of like an underutilized move. It is a high, but this is a high, so it can be dodged. Yeah, this isn't launched on normal hit. So now she has launcher, non-counter hit launcher from very fast counter hit launcher from Hypnotist. It is from stance, but yeah, this is like one of the biggest buffs. Accidentally noticed. Because there's no counter hit isn't on. Yeah, this is like my favorite buffs. I think was this is a great buff. Then this is like very fun that you can do this cancel, and you can get like mid hit from this. Makes this string much better. So now you don't have to. Makes this like much less useless. This was like way too risky against good players. I think my top 3 buffs are what I like the most is this. This because this gives like an underutilized move more value. This is a good buff that make like underrated moves better, that they are more used. It gives more variety. And then this Rain Dance Power Crush. And this cancelling is also like fun. I think these 3 or 4 are like my favorites. This buff, this one, and if we can cancel this. And then you can also cancel from here somehow, but now I forgot. Oh yeah, you can do this. This kind of movement thing is always like welcome. Give me more of this kind of movement shenanigans, and I'm gonna always be happy. I just have to get used to this, canceling this. -7 if it hits. -3. Yeah, I'm gonna use this a lot. This is gonna be great. Ah, come on, mash against my back turn. Fucking scrubs, mash against my back turn. Now we joined the Lily and Feng gang. I think Lily and Feng have back turn power crush. But of course it's gonna be -14, so can't be brain dead. You're gonna get launched, which is fair. That's the best kind of buff, that if you give somebody like a power crush from back turn stance, it's always great that they also make it like very minus. So then it's very reasonable and fair. That you can't like just abuse. But this new move is a disappointment. This new Art of Phoenix move is like lame and fake and gay. I guess that's it. Those were the changes. Yeah, well, I have to take some. If there's gonna be viewers next time, I don't know if I'm gonna stream like anytime soon again. This was also kind of like an extempore thing to go through the changes. Like very fun buffs, very fun new like new moves, fun new moves, good buffs, very reasonable nerfs. I don't have anything against them. I was sure that they're gonna nerf the frames on the Hypnotist 3. But if they want to do that, like I said before, do it like the best way to nerf it. If they want to nerf the frames, this would be like that you make the launching version like the stagger, but don't make the whole thing stagger on block, because then that's gonna make it dog shit. And if they want to nerf the combo damage, that would be reasonable. Nerf her combo damage to make her more like setup. But then again, if they nerfed, that's gonna like be so much labbing that I can't do it now. But if they nerfed like overall, if the Okiseme is heavily nerfed, like when I read through those notes that they nerfed like that you can't get launched anymore if you wake up, even if you are like head first, what was in the very beginning of the stream. If they have nerfed Okiseme very heavily, then maybe they don't want to nerf the damage in the combos to any character, because otherwise what's gonna happen is then everybody's gonna do less damage, and then waking up is gonna be so easy that you can't. Then it's overall it's gonna be way too like little damage. Especially if they now did this change that if you are in heat, you're gonna take recoverable damage if you get hit on the ground. That is also like a nerf to Okiseme. So maybe they don't want to nerf the combo damage anymore. But who knows what they do later. Yeah, definitely the power crush was my favorite. The power crush, the cancelling for stance dancing, and I don't really get it. This is supposed to be nerfed somehow. I think the heat smash nerf is the biggest nerf, and depending when I have to play the game and see, but this is like a huge nerf. Like this might actually be the biggest nerf. Like even bigger than the heat smash nerf. But I can't really say it for sure. I have to try it out, because if this doesn't hit and doesn't flip them over anymore at all in like the bloody hundreds of situations that this would have worked, then this is like a huge nerf, making this like, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I don't really understand why they want to nerf her while standing punishment, because her while standing punishment is not that good to begin with. I mean, I guess like that's one of her weaknesses, that her while standing punishment is bad. But like, why make her weakness even more worse when you could nerf something else and leave that weakness like untouched? So I don't really agree with this. I think you should nerf something else and not make her while standing punishment even worse, because it's already pretty subpar. But I will have to play more to see how this affects my Oki. This nerf. This is +9. Well, I will have to see if the heat smash, if everybody mashes more. And yeah, this is like also a pretty big nerf. If that is 0, you take 2 steps. So it's basically a very big nerf outside of heat, you could say, because in heat, if you take 3 steps, so you only have to take 2 steps. Let's look this in the last thing that we do. So if you take, that's gonna still be +9, which is like makes sense, because if your opponent lets you take 3 steps outside of heat, then like that's their fault. Like they are just being fucking scrub. Like if you let Xiaoyu take 3 steps and you don't do anything, that's your own fault. Like you just got to hold that. So now outside of heat, this the worst version is -4. Then this version is 0. So outside of heat, this move is like considerably worse, because now you have to take 3 steps to make it plus. But then on heat, it's not that much of a nerf, because if you take 2 steps, then you already get +9. But then you have to pay the heat cage, so it's fair enough. You're gonna be +9, but you have to trade your heat to do it. So you can't just spam it, because if the opponent lets you take steps while you are in heat and you get more heat back, well, that's their fault. If they don't want to attack you, then, well, you deserve to get fucking wrecked. That's all I'm going to say to that. Don't let Xiaoyu take steps. If you see that you play against a Xiaoyu that likes to take steps. Not everybody does it, but some want to do this. And if you see that they're not gonna like interrupt with this launcher, or that they're not gonna try to crush your chap with this tree, if you just let them do this, especially in heat, that they regain their heat, that's on you. You have to just go there, and because you can't block. If Xiaoyu starts to go to Hypnotist, just like this, like she can't do anything, like she can't block, you're just gonna knock her out of it. Or even like launch her in a worst case scenario. If the Xiaoyu player is if they're not careful, you're gonna get launched. You get a huge reward. But yeah, let's see next time, play some games, and I can play against Wasps. Jun, she's now Team Jun, which is fine. Like if people want to change their mains, I still enjoy playing against you. It doesn't matter if you play Xiaoyu or Jun, even though we haven't played in a long time. I just I'm gonna miss our mirror matches. The mirror matches they're always so bloody fun. Against like 99% Xiaoyu's mirror matches are so fun. So I'm gonna miss those, but I'm gonna miss the mirror matches. But I can always treasure the memories when we used to go like first to 10 Xiaoyu versus Xiaoyu. It was fun, but maybe if you change your mind and you start to play Xiaoyu again, then we can relive those moments. We can do them, yeah. But I'm not gonna force you if you want to play somebody else, because I completely understand that it's like I would be a hypocrite if I would say that why can't you play multiple characters? I would be a bloody asshole hypocrite, because I don't want to do that like myself either. It's too much hassle. Like, you also have to keep in mind that fighting games aren't my main games. Like, I play JRPGs, roguelikes, like I used to play a lot of like grand strategy, like Total War. Fighting games, I like a lot of fighting games, but I only like Tekken. So if I would play this game like more than other single player games, then I would maybe have like more motivation to learn like multiple characters, but Xiaoyu is already such a hard character that I have chosen to do like I have chosen to play a hard character since the beginning, so that's like my burden to carry. I can't blame anybody else if I can't play multiple characters, because you have like execution heavy hard characters like Lee, Kazuya, like Lee and Kazuya, for example. So it's like the game plan is simple, but the execution, you have to have good execution. But then you have characters like Xiaoyu, for example, and like Yoshimitsu, that the execution isn't that hard, but then the game plan is like very hard, because it's so, the sky is your limit. So you have like different kind of like hard characters, execution heavy, or then like game plan heavy. So if you select some of those characters, you have to just accept the fact and not be like a scrub and be like, well, this player plays like a very easy character and I only lose because I play a hard character. Yeah, but like if you chose to play a hard character, so then like you can't use that as an excuse. Like, you can just pick up an easier character. But I mean, in my opinion, Tekken is such a hard game anyways. So like I don't really agree that somebody says that there's like an easy character in Tekken. The system mechanics are already so bloody hard that for a new player, that the system mechanics alone are like one character, quote unquote character. So did Chad stop streaming already? He only had like a small stream. Did he play Tekken or Virtua Fighter? I have to chat to him and ask him. I tried to ask Chad to let me like oh, he's later, so he comes back to play. He hates the new updates. Yeah, I actually looked the store page. There's like a huge amount of like down like bad reviews, like a shitload of bad reviews. Like, oh, the community seems not to be happy, but I can't really say overall opinion because I haven't played. I have to play that I can say is it good or bad. But like I said before, I don't think that if you were still listening, like I said in the very beginning, that this has been like this is my favorite Tekken game. allowed to enjoy this. I think that has been a very fun game to play since the beginning. So I'm not a doomer. Like, and I know that I'm in the minority, but that just means that I have to kind of stay in my own bubble and just play this game and not listen to everybody to bitch about this game, because I'm so tired of that bitching about this game that I just, stop playing this game if you hate it. Like, don't force yourself. Like, don't stay in a abusive relationship if it's that bad. But of course, I can't force anybody to stop if they are addicted to Tekken. I just play and enjoy it, and whoever comes to stream or watch my stream, for example, like, they can have the opinion that the game is terrible, and I will 100% allow them to have it. I'm not going to censor anybody. If somebody comes here and says that this is the worst Tekken game ever, they say in the chat, for example, I'm just going to answer, well, that's just like your opinion, man, like in Big Lebowski. But I'm not going to stop enjoying the game just because you want to, you would want me to. Not saying to anybody now in the chat, to anybody now present, but just like a hypothetical. But chat, I guess chat likes Virtua Fighter. He's on his Virtua Fighter arc. He's training for the upcoming Virtua Fighter. Isn't it like, does it come this year or next year? Like, I saw that the game looked very beautiful. The game looked like very nice. I saw like that preview or demo. It looked very nice, but it also looks like a game that if it comes to PC and it's not well optimized, that's gonna be like terrible to run. Like, it better be well optimized, because that game looks so good that your PC is gonna explode or something. So I think he's abandoning Tekken for real. Well, that's unfortunate, because I had very fun matches against Chad. Chad is a fun guy, very nice bloke. We had very fun matches, so everybody abandons me. Nobody wants to play Xiaoyu or Tekken 8. I'm gonna be alone and sad. Sadness, my only friend. He might still play his viewers and friends. Yeah, that's true. Well, I tried to get to Bushin rank this season. That was like my goal. To get that, because that has the coolest icon, the Bushin. Maybe Tekken King, but Bushin only for the icon, because I like playing player matches more than ranked anyways. I think that I have like bloody 300 or 400 player matches more than ranked matches, because I like to play against the launch is very fun. That's like one of the best things why I also highly prefer Tekken 8 is that I like using the launch. I have had like very good long sets and nice people in the launch. I have talked to people and exchanged some information with different characters, and there has sometimes been like few of those assholes cunts in that launch, but you can just block them or report them if they start to get too wild. I have had very positive experiences with other people. And then you can ask them, like, you can add them to the friend list or follow list and go to the same place and play with them. So that's a very good, that launch. Tekken 7 didn't really have that kind of social area, which was unfortunate. How far did you get? I just played, last season I played to Fujin, and then I just stopped. But I already got to Fujin like long time ago. and then I just like kind of stopped playing. And then I realized that the season 2 is gonna reset the ranks, so then I didn't want to play ranked anymore. I just thought that I'm gonna try to then play next, like season 2, I'm gonna try to, you know, grind more. Yeah, but pushing would be fun to get, because then that would personally like prove to myself that then I'm like much better than average player. It's always fun to set yourself a goal in a multiplayer game that as long as that like I'm like better than average, I get like a nice ego boost. I feel like that I have accomplished something. I don't want to set any kind of like too insane goals, like try to get to Tekken God or something. It's gonna be too hard, at least for now. Let's take like reasonable steps. First pushing to get that Kabuto icon, samurai helmet icon. Got Raijin on June. Yeah, that nice. That's already a high rank. Raijin isn't Raijin. Raijin is like that's like after Fujin, I think. It's like Fujin, Raijin, Kishin, and Bushin. Yeah, Raijin is after Fuji, yeah. Well, let's see. We can try to train each other and play ranked to play. Let's strive to get better together. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and it was nice seeing all of you old chaps. Still came here after like 5 or 6 months of waiting. And I won't promise any timetables, but I will see you next time on the King of Iron Fist tournament. Hope you all have a nice rest of your day or evening, wherever you're watching, and thank you for joining this patch notes session. Oh yeah, Wasps, you can go check out my quote-unquote April Fools video. Go check that out on my channel. I posted like a fun project. I already finished that project kind of long time ago, but I wanted to release it when the season 2 starts. And it happened to be like April 1st. Go check out that character theme song video. I think it came out kind of funny, in my opinion. But yeah, thank you, and I will see you the next time we meet and stream. Sayonara.